Hey everybody, how you doing? Kelly Johnston here, Kelly's Truck Talk. I'm talking about stuff that is happening right now in the real estate business. I'm still working, I'm still busy. I gotta do it while I'm driving down the road. Doing 2 episodes from the truck today because it's been a while since I've done a Truck Talk episode. And the reason for that is we got hit with COVID in our house. And so I've been kind of just trudging through the days. What happened was my son, well, I'll go back even further a little bit. There was a dance class that had a bunch of girls and I guess some boys in there too, where they were doing multiple dance classes for multiple age groups, and they were being very good with COVID protocols and all that kind of stuff. But apparently they had a little get together at some point to celebrate something, and probably thought that they put in protocols pretty good, and they, I'm sure they were doing it in earnest. But anyway, one person went to that event that was infected and affected one person, and there it goes. So then all those people go to school, and all the different schools around our community, and so it was a bit of an outbreak actually. The way the school systems organized things was really good. They kept all these kids in pods of a certain amount of kids that ate together, went to their classes together. Like, they kept them really contained. So it just so happened that Landon, my son's kind of octet pod or whatever, one of the girls went there. Now, and this isn't even a girl that he hangs out with or anything. Just happened to, I don't even know how he got it. We don't know. So there's about 2 of his friends who also got it, and then a couple other friends of his didn't get it. Anyway, so he came home. He was feeling crappy, so we kept him home, got the test done. My wife, Nicole, went to get tested with him. I was busy that day, I couldn't do it. And anyway, waited for the results, and he came back positive, and Nicole came back negative. Now, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then I was feeling, by the time the test results came, I was feeling really crappy and had all the symptoms. I didn't have like the chest stuff and lung stuff. I didn't have any of that, but it was all in here, and sneezing and runny nose, and not really coughing too much, but just kind of, but the headaches were crazy, and just felt really just low energy, felt really heavy, achy, felt very achy, and just, the eyes sinking into your head, and just scrunchy face, I call it. So I felt like that for 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever. But it's funny because we talked to our doctor gave us a call once the results came, and we told him I'm feeling crappy and I'm positive that I've got it, because Landon was positive and he's feeling crappy too. And so we said, should I go get tested to get a confirmation of having COVID? And he said no. He said, I think you should just act like you got it, fully quarantine, the 3 of you, make sure Connor doesn't come home, get him somewhere else, keep everybody away from everybody, and just operate like you've got it, and just get through it. And sanitized everything and kind of rebooted the house. And our son, I told him to go get tested. Then we got him a hotel room. He hadn't come home yet. He was working late shifts and stuff, so we never actually saw him for a couple days there. And anyway, so now Connor came back negative. So then we put him downstairs, because we have a house where our in-laws live downstairs. It's a big house, and then coincidentally, sister and brother-in-law and 2 young girls, they bought a house. We helped them with that, and then they wanted to reno the house, so they thought, we'll just stay downstairs as well for a while. So there's like 8 people now with Connor down there living in 1/3 of our house, And Nicole, Landon, and I, living in 2/3 of the house upstairs, is this kind of funny. So anyway, it's just a weird time, like really weird thing. But we quarantined from everybody, put in our time. Well, and the other thing the doctor said was, well, make sure, get all your instructions from Fraser Health. They're going to give you a call, and they're going to do all the tracking, and they're going to do all that stuff, and you take all your instructions from them. So he was kind of almost fearful to give us instructions on what to do. But we didn't hear from Fraser Health. He said, oh yeah, you'll hear from them in the next 24 to 48 hours. So now it's like 3 days. And we're like, okay, we're calling the school. We're letting them know. Calling the office. We hadn't been in the office, luckily, so everything was good there because we were working from home and doing all our stuff. We really hadn't been in contact with anybody. I think it was about 3 people. And we had full-on protocols going on when we did, and we didn't get close or anything. Just happened to work out that way, and so we let those people know. But they're all fine to this date now. So here is fast forward. It's a month later, and finally out, finally able to do stuff. Luckily, because I had to run to Surrey to do something. But anyway. It's been crazy. We've been cooped up in our house and just kind of getting through it. Not really talking about it too much with a whole lot of people. Just trying to do business and push through the days. And I tell you, it's been tough, man. Like really tough. I haven't produced any videos because I just feel like crap. I've managed to pump together the podcast episodes and keep that going, but man, it's been really, really tough. I'm just being honest with you, and feeling pretty normal now. There's a few little things, you don't feel 100%, but I feel about 95% now, and can't wait to get back to exercising, getting out of the house, and doing some hiking and stuff like that, just to kind of keep the heart rate going. And but haven't been able to do that. We've actually had to literally not leave our house for just about a month because here's the deal. Fraser Health didn't contact us for a week. So now they've contacted us and they're doing all their little protocol things, and they're basically saying to us, well, Landon's done now because we knew he had it. We knew we could track that to a date. You didn't go get tested, Kelly, so we don't have a date for you. So we have to assume that you could actually get it on his last day. So here we are quarantining, separating ourselves from the world to make, to deal with protocols properly. Doctor said, don't go get tested, assume you got it, not his fault, but that's how we had to do it. And they're like, well, no, you gotta stay. And the same thing with Nicole, who tested negative, but we gotta assume she could still get it. So anyway, Nicole and I go get a test. This would have been about 3 or 4 days ago. And we just thought, you know what, let's get a timestamp on it. And I knew I had it. Like, I had it. There's no way around it. It wasn't just a bad cold. It was, but you know what? That's about how extreme it was, by the way. But anyway, so go get the test. We get the results within like 30 hours, like a day and a bit. And Nicole came back negative again. Can you believe that? She's friggin' superwoman. I don't know. I don't get it. So awesome. She's never felt bad this whole time. Never felt crappy or anything. Just totally immune. Been around me and Landon. Like, I don't know. She's amazing. But then, but here's the weird thing. I did the swish test, and they said, well, you can't eat or anything an hour before, and I said, okay, no problem. So I did it. I showered up and did my regular routine, and then we headed there, and it was just about an hour from that to being there, and I brushed my teeth, and I don't think it was a full hour from the time I brushed my teeth to getting the swish test, which is kind of weird, but I came back negative as well. But I almost think it might have been a false negative because of that teeth brushing thing and not being a full hour. I mean, I think it was close, but I can see why they need to do it. But I didn't eat anything, nothing an hour before. but I did brush my teeth. So anyway, that's my COVID story, and I just thought I'd share it with you. There you go.